I'm here at Burnley-Manchester Road. It's an absolute gorgeous day for it. I'm visiting every stop on the Calder Valley route. This part is more commonly known as the East Lancashire Line. Come along with me for the ride. In this series I've already travelled from Manchester to Leeds on the Calder Valley Line. Today I start the route up to Blackpool, calling at Rosegrove, Hampton, Huncote, Accrington, Church and Oswald and Rishton. So I arrived here coming through Todmorden about 20 minutes ago. I've got about half an hour until my next train. This fairly new station building, I really like it. It's quite nice. The original one closed in the 1960s under, you know, those cuts that happened, but it was reopening in 1986, and now it effectively forms the main station in Burnley. There are 3 stations in total. The other 2 I'll be looking at in a different video when I go up to Colne, but for now I've got to catch a train up to Rose Hill. Burnley has of course been made fairly famous recently for the Netflix film Bank of Dave. It's a really good film, you should go and watch it. It's a story about Dave Fishwick, a local man here who tried to open his bank.
The next train to arrive at platform 1 is the 0949 Northern service to Blackburn.
Line naming can get a bit confusing sometimes. When I say Calder Valley Line, I'm referring to the service pattern. The line ahead of us is more commonly known as the East Lancashire Line, but yeah, I'm following the route of Calder Valley trains. Despite a lot of Calder Valley trains not stopping at every station along here, I am going to stop at every station. Completeness. Yay! Wow, Rosegrove is possibly one of the most desolate stations I've been to, but I can hear the sound of the M65. We're on an island platform. Fortunately, I don't need to spend too long here. I think I'm only here for like 16 minutes. This is clearly a much bigger station. This platform is enormous, goes well beyond what is actually open to the public here. There's even this, what is clearly abandoned line with trees growing in the middle of it, but don't worry, it's still got signals. Here at Rosegrove, I'm going to say a massive thank you to my lovely Patreons. They're scrolling on the screen right now. I love them to bits. We have great fun in our Discord. Come and join us if you want. The links to support me are in the description, but a massive thank you to you guys for supporting me. I'm not getting back up off the floor again now. I've got to stop doing this, I'm too old. My next stop of Hampton is a request stop. I've never done a request stop before, so I guess I'm going to have to request it. I think a recurring theme, as I'm about to get interrupted by a train, is that the stations that I visit are going to be fairly quiet today. I'm going to walk to the next station of Huncote. It's about a 30-minute walk and it's largely off-road, but there is going to be a moment where I need to take my life into my own hands. Canal! You didn't think I was going to not find a canal, did you? This is why I like doing these, because I'm exploring. I'm not just getting off at the stations, I'm having a look around the local area. Right, okay, I'm going back under the M65. This is a bit secluded. Not going to hang around here. Okay, we're very close to the M65 here. We're going to be walking between the M65 and the railway. This feels like less of a footpath, I'm not going to lie. I'm too old to be climbing over these things. Ew! This field is full of the outdoors. The outdoors is the reason we invented the indoors. I don't want to go treading in any outdoors. Can you see my next obstacle? That's a dual carriageway. Is that gap just over there? That's where I've got to go. But between me and that is that 70-mile-an-hour dual carriageway. Wish me luck. I am probably going to die here. Not looking forward to this. Okay, I'm now in the middle of the road. I feel very vulnerable right now, like I'm not meant to be here. This might take a while. Okay, I'm going. I do not recommend doing that, it's not pleasant. I am so glad that's over. Right, this way. Aside from my near-death experience over there, I'm quite enjoying this, it's quite pleasant. Not too far. So just here is the site of the old Huncote power station, which was decommissioned in 1984. Apparently until recently there were a fair few buildings left, but none there now. Due to be redeveloped as part of Huncote Garden Village, which is developer speak for car-orientated development. Figures. So when I actually originally planned to film this, it was a couple of months ago when the weather was a lot cooler. I don't think I would have planned this much walking. If I'd have known I'd be filming it on a hot day. Anyway, welcome to Huncote. The station is just down here. I think this pub might give it away. And I made it to Huncote station. Just in time for a train going the other way. Here at Huncote there is a level crossing, but there's also a footbridge over. My train's due in 8 minutes. Then it's to Accrington. The next station from here at Huncote is Accrington, and the train is due any minute now. So this is Accrington Station, and wow, for a town like Accrington, this is a bit of a disappointing station. It wasn't always this way. It was once a much bigger station. There was a triangle junction here with lines down to Manchester. Part of that route is now taken up by a heritage railway. We don't talk about that particular heritage railway anymore, but I'm going to take a little walk to see some remains. These piers that you see behind me on what I believe is the Hindberg Greenway, they're the remains of the Platts Lodge Viaduct, which took the railway down to Manchester, Victoria. I like that there's these bits of remaining history that are still here across Platts Lodge Lake. Of course, there's no chance of this ever being restored. There's whole buildings in the way now. Wish I had time to stay here alongside the water for a little bit and, you know, reflect, have a deep and meaningful. But now, I've got to get a bus. Blackpool feels like a very long way away right now. So here at Church and Oswald Twizzle, I notice that the signs and the station sign still has first branding. I'm guessing this was from when it was like First North Western, not First Transpennine. I don't think it's been First Transpennine Express here, ever. I think I'm about to look at quite a old and dilapidated station. Is it just me, or does this sign imply there are trains to Oswald Twizzle Mills? Also, can we take bets on who was expecting me to mispronounce Oswald Twizzle? Like many stations today, and to be honest, across the network, the platforms used to be a lot longer, but half of them have been just put out of use. Right, our next stop is Rishton, and the train should be here in about 5 minutes. Rishton feels really quiet and peaceful. I can hear the birds singing. Feels a bit like we're in the countryside. I assume that over there is the village of Rishton. The next stop is Blackburn. It's an hour until the next train. So I'm going to do the whole bus thing again to get me into Blackburn from here. I've noticed that a lot of stations on this line have these little stone name display things. I like them, they're cool. I'm not going to lie though, this footbridge does look like it's about to fall to bits. Right, let's go and find this bus stop. So I've got to get the 152, which is called the Hotline. Shouldn't be too long, I hope. I tell a lie, it looks like it's running about 8 minutes late. Fun times. Of course the bus is very late.
Okay, try to be brave. You have so much to say. Take control of your own.
We're stuck in a lot of traffic now.
Okay, try to be brave. You have so much to say.
I don't think I'm going to make my train from Blackburn.
Right now, every mistake makes you feel like a fake. Take control of your own life.
Next stop is at Blackburn Bus Station. Thanks so much for choosing Hotline. We hope to see you again soon.
Sit rep. I'm in Blackburn. I've missed my next train. I'm solving the problem the only way that I know how. So I guess all that leaves me to do is drop a link here to the next video that I think you should watch. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.